Can you guys hear me okay? Cool. Okay, welcome to tonight's call. I'm super pumped up to hear from a couple of different people. First, we're going to hear from Erin Grass. Erin is a full-time teacher, music teacher. She's super crazy busy, and it's awesome to see her grow so much. And I remember like our conversation like a year ago. You know, she's very hesitant in coaching, like most of us are, and yeah, like I've just seen her grow tremendously over the past year. Now she's like this fitness fanatic, and I love it. It gets me pumped up to see her posting every day that she worked out. That motivates me to get up and get going. So thank you for doing that. But this girl has a heart, you know, and if you follow her, you know that she loves God, she loves her husband, and she loves her jobs. So she has like balanced Beachbody and being a full-time teacher as well. So she's going to just share her why with us, and then we're going to have Natasha Ranger jump on right after her. So Erin, you can go ahead. I'll unmute you.
Okay.
All right, you're good.
All right. Can you hear me all right? Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much for the introduction. That was very sweet of you. I don't feel like I balance Beachbody and work 100% all of the time, so thanks for being gracious with me. So I'm here to share my why, and like many of you, my why has changed since I started to where it is now. So I had the title of coach since last November. I started just as a discount coach. Like Crystal said, I was super hesitant. I still remember the day that I clicked the submit button for becoming a coach, and my heart was like racing. I was so nervous, but I'm super glad that I did it, and that she pushed me to do it, and that she believed in me. So I started last November just as a discount coach. My husband and I both teach. And I believe in the value of Shakeology and everything that it gives me. So I wasn't about to skimp on Shakeology and not let that be a part of what I'm eating every day. So I signed up as a discount coach. We both needed to save some money, and this was an easier way for us to be able to afford it. I didn't start actually coaching until about April of this year. That's when I started getting ready for my first challenge group in May. And I wish I would have started sooner because I loved it so much. I had a really good support system. A lot of my like family or close friends was in that group, and that's really what started fueling my passion for being a coach. And I got to see people transform, not just in the weight and how they looked, but actually how they felt. My husband was in some of those challenge groups, and it was neat to see how he's been watching me, and now it's translated into him. So I started being able to share my love for fitness. I started getting more on social media and sharing that. Now it's just kind of something I do daily. I probably share more than I need to actually. But so that got me started and getting to help people. And that first feeling that I had with my first Beachbody program, I wanted to share that excitement and the passion that I had for it with other people. And then it started to change about summertime, starting of school of this year. My husband, along with teaching, mows for our church. And he's got this teeny tiny little push mower, and it takes him about 4 or 5 hours to weed eat and mow every single Saturday. And so the 2 days that we have off during the week from teaching, he was spending half of it mowing. And the paycheck they give him is super tiny. It's almost not even worth it. And so then my why became, all right, I want to get him to stop mowing. I want this to be the last year that he mows. This is the second year he's done it. I want him to be done. I want him home. I want to see him on the weekends. You know, now he has another person that he's mowing for. So it's like double now, and he's going off there one day and then to the church the next day. And so my Saturdays, I really just don't see him anymore. As much as he likes doing it, it's really almost frustrating for me because I want to spend time with him. So that has become my why. Along with the mowing, now my husband is having health issues. And as two, struggling paycheck to paycheck teachers, we can't afford the bills that are coming in right now. He's had every test under the sun. They're not finding a single thing, so he's having more and more tests. He had tests today done, and we haven't gotten the bills from some of his most expensive scans and testings and blood work. So I don't know what's coming at us in the next couple weeks. So now my why has jumped from not just the mowing, but now I need to be able to help support even more financially our family. So it's changed in a couple months, and in the past couple weeks, it's, my why is now definitely, I got to help and I got to focus and I got to work to provide for us and get answers and not have to worry about all the medical bills that are coming in. So that's my why.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Erin. And, I think kind of your story goes along with Natasha's story.
Yeah.
Both your husbands are kind of struggling with their health right now. And seriously, it just drives you to work harder. And one thing that I really listened to this past week is you have to have so much emotion behind your why that wakes you up every single morning to help you to get out of bed, to drive you to, get work done and to really press forward. So thank you so much for getting on and sharing your why with us. You're a rock star, and I'm so grateful that you're on our team. And it's pretty cool that, you just started out as a discount, but you wanted to share that with other people because it's helped you so much. Mm-hmm. So if you guys cannot hear me, obviously, you probably can't hear me. If you have people texting you or something, just tell them to log out and then log back in and make sure that your mic is on. So we can do that. Okay. So next we have Natasha Ranger. She is from Ottawa, Canada. And I met Natasha just over a year ago. And Natasha has been a rock star coach from the beginning. And, her and her husband, they were just getting back into the groove of things, starting to pay off debt and everything. And her husband got really sick. So I don't want to say too much about it because she's going to go on in detail about that. But Natasha is an amazing coach, an amazing leader, amazing mom, amazing wife. She works super, super hard. And she's always that one person, that you can always be like, okay, she's going to help me out. She's always that say, I'll help you with that no matter what. So I really appreciate that. And that helps grow our team. When we have those leaders that step up and really say, I'm here to help you. Let's do this together and let's help each other. So Natasha, you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Okay. Thank you. I haven't even spoken. I'm already super emotional. Okay. So I know that a lot of people are on here because they want to hear the story about JS and what's happening, and it's going to be very hard. And my life now and Beachbody. So I'm going to start with my husband. On September 15, JS called me that morning saying that he was sick. And something bad happening to him at work, something that he never felt before. He was saying how he was daydreaming, he was seeing things that weren't there, and he was just always sleeping on the floor while working. And so I told him, come back home if you're not feeling good. But, as Crystal said, we were trying to pay off our debts. We were just trying to get as much money as we can. So he said, no, I got to stay at work, and I got to work, and I got to work, and I got to work. So he came home and he just went straight to bed. And I haven't seen him the next following day. He slept for 24 hours straight. And then me, the worried wife, I brought him in to the clinic, and where they told us to go to the hospital. And then there they just told us, you know, your husband only has a flu or like this bad virus. Everything's going to be fine. You can go back home. So we went back home, and the following day, I found my husband in bed, and he was literally shaking. Like his whole body was just shaking. And he was doing a fever of 104, and it was really not normal. So I brought him back to the hospital. And there they did more tests, and they rushed him into a more, like a general, like a civic hospital where it's more for brain. You know, they could do more brain tests and stuff. So they rushed him there. And at that time, my husband was dying. And nobody was telling me. He was like unresponsive. He had fevers for like 2 weeks. He was not eating. He was like hallucinating. He was seeing things that weren't there. He was not remembering anything. He did not recognize anybody. Even one time, like at one point, he didn't even recognize who I was. Like, and we were just waiting for answers and answers and answers, and we never got any answers whatsoever. And finally, they did spinal tap, and they did MRIs, and they did CT scan, and they did EGG or EEG test, and things like that. And then they finally told us that he has what's called the herpes simplex virus encephalitis. So what that is basically a cold sore. And I get cold sores, like 5 cold sores per year. So it's basically a cold sore that instead of going on his lip, it went into his brain. And the cold sore attacked his brain. And in result, it damaged his brain. And he now has scars for life. So my husband, unfortunately, he will never be him, or will never be who he was. So for those who knows who my husband is, when you'll see him again, he's just not who he was. And so he's got short-term memory loss. He does not remember anything. Well, he remembers some things, but he does not remember what happened yesterday. His concentration, like if I were to go yesterday, he won't remember if I did go yesterday or if it was like the day before. He gets his days confused. His concentration, we told him to, one of the tests that he had to do was to draw a clock. So he did a circle for the clock, but then his numbers were outside of the circle and not inside the circle. And how there's like the 12 and then there's the 6. Well, the 6 for him, it was the 9. So there was the 9 right there. And then the time that he was supposed to write down was like 1:30, but he wrote like 9:15 or an example. So he's not aware of anything like that. He's in a huge depression right now. Like my husband and I, we've been together for 10 years. And in that like 10-year period, I think I've seen him cry like maybe twice. And within the last 5 days, I've seen him cry like 10 times. Like he's in huge depression, and that's normal because it's with the brain injury that he has and where it damaged his brain. It's going to be his emotions. He's going to become very aggressive, or he could become very emotional. He could forget everything. Like it's very hard to understand even for me, because there are some days where I wake up and I just, it's hard because you never know what today's going to bring. So he had 70% chances of dying, and that 70% chance could happen within the next day. Like we never know, because it's a cold sore, and once you have a cold sore in your system, you'll always have it. So for him, that cold sore that he has is in his brain, and he will always have it. So we have to watch out for fevers. We have to watch out for seizures. So as soon as he has a fever, we have to rush him to the hospital because that 70% chance could rise up. And if we don't catch it soon enough, fast enough, it could do more brain damage. And then if that happens, you know, he may not be able to walk or talk or anything like that. So we're hoping for the best, and we're hoping for no fevers and no seizures or anything like that. But yeah, so he's been in the hospital for a good month now, even a month and almost a month and a half. A month and a week. And so for me, for the first 2 weeks that he was at the hospital, we had no income coming in except Beachbody. I was a daycare provider just before my husband got sick. I just started daycare again. And my husband was the primary income earner. Like, he was the one who was making the big money and bringing all of this home. And I was doing my Beachbody for a year. And that was our income. And then I decided to open up my daycare again to help us pay off our debts faster and quicker. And then he got sick. So for 2 weeks, we had no income except Beachbody income. So this Beachbody income saved us for that 2 period week. It helped me to drive to the hospital to see my husband. It helped me with the gas. It helped me with parking. It helped me to buy food. Like, it was very helpful. Now that I have to get back into the routine. So being a single mother now, to 2 kids, my daughter's 7, my son is 4, you know, and I have appointments like every single day. We have appointments, we got to go to the bank, we got to go to calls just for like insurance, and it never ends. And then I'm also running my daycare right now. I am running my daycare on Thursdays and Fridays. So I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to do some errands and all of that. And I also do photography on the weekends. So the photography is the time away from my own kids, and time away from me to go to the hospital to see JS. It's really income as much as we can to help us like financially every month. And so I am still getting my workouts in. I am still 100% with my nutrition, and even more so now than I was before, because our money is so like important right now. And so I don't have extra money to go buy myself a chocolate bar. So, I mean, my nutrition is really good. And there's also like the after school activities. It's just crazy. Like, I don't have any time to sit down and to breathe. And my kids don't go to bed. They just don't want to. Even Sunday, I was having an anxiety attack. I called my mom and I told her, like, I can't do this. Even on Sunday, I had a car accident. Like, Sunday was just a bad day. But so just this to say that, I'm just looking at my notes. So basically, Beachbody for me is my full income right now. And because I have Beachbody, it is allowing me to only work part-time with daycare and to be able to take care of JS and to be able to like do all the errands and to be able to be a mom and to be able to do all these things. And I'm making enough money per month with Beachbody simply because I'm sharing my journey on Facebook, and simply because I have such a strong reason why I want to be a coach, and such a strong reason why every day I wake up and every day I'm like, you know what? I've got goals, and no matter what happens in life, I'm going to show up for myself. Because if I let this situation happen, that's what's happening in my life right now, affect me and eat me up, then I'm just going to find myself in the hospital right beside JS. And my kids need me, and I need to be that extra support and that extra mom that I can be. So every day I wake up, I do my workout. Every day I wake up, I eat healthy. And every month I'm able to help at least 5 to 10 people get started with their own health and fitness journey. And that is by simply sharing my story and my journey on Facebook. And I mean, if I can do it, all of you on this call right now can do it as well. And if you have such a strong why, and you know, if there's something in your life that is holding you back, like a fear or you know, illness or something that, like Erin was sharing, you know, like she's trying to get her income to increase a little bit more because her husband is also sick, and just paying off bills and just doing all of those things. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to take that extra step and go towards something that is scary, and you'll be amazed by what you can achieve. Like, honestly. And even before Beachbody, I was going through depression before Beachbody, and Beachbody saved my life because I was able to work out and take care of me, but all at the same time I was earning money, and I was helping other people as well with their health and fitness journey. And now, with everything that's happening, I have my family that's Beachbody. I have all my family. I have my team and Crystal's team, and I have a chat going on where I could just go there and say, you guys, today is not a good day. And all of these people are right there to support me and to help me and say, listen, we got you. You know, if you want to talk, we're all here for you. So this is not only me, but it's everybody on the team. We're just all friends. We're family. It's just such an incredible thing. So I don't know if, Crystal, you wanted to open up for discussion or questions or anything like that. I think I've mentioned everything I wanted to. I don't know if people have questions. I'm open for questions, or questions for Erin as well. But yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want to ask Natasha or Erin any questions, just unmute yourself and just ask. These can be any questions. So Natasha, do you want to tell us kind of like what your schedule looks like on that Thursday, Friday? Because I know it's like super crazy busy because you have your daycare, you're also running Beachbody, and then like photography. So like just share with us kind of like the breakdown of like how your day looks on those days.
Okay. Well, actually every day is the same thing. So every morning I wake up around 6:30, and then I get my workout in. My kids are either still sleeping or they're up. And if they're up, they come downstairs with me, they watch me work out, or they'll make their own breakfast. They're old enough to make their own breakfast. And then it's getting ready for school. So it's like getting them dressed, getting lunch ready, getting the dishes going. I'm doing my Shakeology. And it's a rush. Like, I'm literally one of those moms who's like, wait for the bus, I forgot something, because I'm just so disorganized. Like, I used to be very organized, but now it's just chaos. So from 7 to 9, it's like crazy busy. And then I try to log on Facebook and I message people. I check my messages. I post about my workout. I post about something quickly. And then from 9 to 4 is where either I'm running everywhere for appointments and banks and calls and this and that, and or I'm doing my daycare. And then after that, my kids get back home from school at 4, and I'm done daycare at 4:45. So once my kids are back from school, it's homework, it's dishes, it's dinner, it's bath time. My daughter has gymnastics. She's got Sparks. My son's got skating on weekends. And then my kids go to bed around 7:30, but they don't go to bed. So I'm in the hallway with my laptop, and then I'm either editing pictures for my photography, or I'm messaging back and forth people for Beachbody, or I'm posting on Facebook, or and I'm trying to breathe all at the same time. And then I just go to bed at like 8:39 because I'm exhausted. And then it just keeps going, and it just keeps going. And people always tell me, and I know people tell me, and I know it's super important, and people are always saying, you need to take time for yourself, and you need to take time for yourself. But honestly, I need to shower while my kids are in their bath so that I could like get ready and watch them, and it's just insane. But my goal is so strong, and I'm trying to be as strong as I can for my husband as well. I want him to be proud of me, and I want my kids to, it's hard on them too. So, yes.
Yeah.
That's what my schedule looks like.
Yeah, it's a lot to take on, like you're not only doing your part, but you're also taking over your husband's part too. You have a question here from Melanie. She says, what happens when nobody wants to join you on your challenge groups? A lot of people say it's expensive, especially for Shakeology.
Okay, so the thing with that is that when people say it's expensive, maybe because they think that they have to look at the big picture. So what I do is when I offer free clean eating groups. And so by doing that, you offer something for free. You offer them your love, your support, and you build that relationship with them. And then from there, you need to build a trust and you need to get to know the person. If you go straightly to the person and say, listen, what are your goals? My goals is to lose 20 pounds. Okay, 21-day fix. This is the amount. Are you in? Obviously, it's going to be expensive because they're not sure who you are. They're not sure what you're giving them and for that price. So if they build that relationship with you and if they build that trust with you and if they need to understand that it's not just the price that they're paying for, but they're also getting you as their coach for life. And they're also getting your support. And they're also getting so many other women in there to help you as well. And that price of the challenge pack with the Shakeology is one price for the month. That's it, except for the Shakeology. But the challenge pack that comes with the Shakeology is the one price and that's it. And then, I mean, you have that for life. For the Shakeology per month afterwards, you can have that for free if you become a coach and if you start helping people, at least a minimum of 3 people per month, then you have your Shakeology for free. I have my Shakeology for free every month. Or you can also become a discount coach where you get 25% off your Shakeology and it's not that expensive at all. So it's really in the end, I mean, if you go to the gym and you spend whatever amount of that you spend per month at the gym, or you spend one amount, that's it, and you have it for life, it's really not expensive. That's the way I can explain it, I guess.
Yeah, and I just like to add on to that too. It's funny because a lot of people, you know, I was one of those people, I thought Shakeology especially I didn't know a whole bunch about it, and I just thought it was an over expensive protein shake. And I can tell you right now that it's so much more than just a protein shake. It gives you 70 whole foods of dense nutrition. And a lot of people are like, well, I opened my bag 4 months ago and it's bad. It tastes bad. And I'm like, because it's real foods. You have to consume it within 30 days or it goes bad. And, you know, I like to put it in perspective too. You know, it's like $4 to $4.50 a day, you know, on a meal. And those are 30 days of prepaid meals that you don't even have to think about. You basically say, oh, I look forward to my Shakeology. It's like one of my favorite meals that I drink every single day, just because it helps give me that nutrition and energy that I really need, especially as, you know, a busy mom of 3 kids that completely drain you. But it just helps me get through the day as well. So, anyone else have any other questions that you would like to ask? You can put them in the chat as well. Okay, from Aaron Grass. How do you share the importance of Shakeology without sounding salesy? I've tried both my story and just the goof nutrition or the good nutrition. I think that's good.
Sorry.
Good nutrition. Natasha, do you want to answer that?
Han, how do you share the importance of Shakeology without sounding salesy? What I do is, I have hypothyroidism. And for me, I use that story because it actually helps me. Like the Shakeology helps me with that. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there are lots of ways that you can sell Shakeology without being salesy. And it's simply by sharing what Shakeology is doing to you. How can I say it? For me, it gives me that energy and it gives me that, you know, I feel healthier and I know that I'm healthy. And so I just share that on Facebook, and I share that with people. When I talk to people, I explain to them what's in the Shakeology, like what kind of ingredients it is. And you can always ask them if they want to try a sample too, if they're not sure what it tastes like. But I mean, if you can just share your story and what you think Shakeology is for you and what it helps you with, then I mean, that's not being salesy at all. You're just telling people what it's doing for you, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Crystal, I don't know if you want to add.
Yeah, and I mean, I love posting about it. And like Natasha said, so instead of just posting like a picture of me holding my Shakeology, like explain that person you were before you drank Shakeology. Like for me, I had horrible digestive system issues. Like I would be backed up for like days. And since drinking Shakeology, like cheers to good poops, you know, like it's helped me so much with that. And it's just being real and vulnerable with people. Like I have nothing really to hide about like what Shakeology is, but I also let people know too that I felt the exact same way that they did too until you actually try it. You know, it's like that. I don't know if you guys have ever gone skydiving or anything, but it's like that first time where you're like, like I don't really want to do this, but I want to do this. And then you get to that point where you're jumping out of the airplane and you just jump and fall out of the airplane. And then you like, this feels so awesome. I want to do that again. So it's kind of just like that. It's, you know, it's really awesome. Okay. We have another question from Melanie. My first time tasting Shakeology, I didn't really like it, to be honest. Okay. I didn't either. But then I tried to make it more frothier and creamy. Do you have any recipes that are better than others? And has anyone tried the strawberry one? I've only tried chocolate and vanilla. Wasn't too crazy about vanilla.
I've never tried the strawberry.
Okay. So I have actually tried all the flavors of Shakeology. My favorite is chocolate vegan and tropical strawberry vegan. So those are like my two favorites. The only difference between the regular Shakeology and vegan is the regular has whey protein and the vegan has pea protein. Honestly, to goodness, I did not like Shakeology the very first time I drank it because I made it the way it says on the back of the package, which is 8 ounces of water. And when you drink, Shakeology is a thick shake because it has so much nutrition and like vitamins and stuff in it. And so the first time I drank it, I was just like, this is so thick. I don't know if I can tell people about this. But then I found that when I added more water to it, it was so much more better. So I add 17 ounces of water. A few of my favorite recipes are, I love a 4th cup of water and then a cup and a half of unsweetened coconut milk with a whole bunch of ice. And I can mix that with any flavor of Shakeology and it is amazing. So yeah, I'm right there with you. Like I can totally agree with you, but I have like tons and tons of recipes that I share personally with my challengers and my coaches even, that just tons of recipes. And even you can find tons of recipes on the Team Beachbody website as well. Natasha, do you have anything else you want to add to that?
My favorite one is the chocolate vegan.
Yeah.
And I think I make it like Courtney, I think. So I do like 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, and I do half of a frozen banana, and it has to be frozen. And then I put lots of ice. What else? I put a teaspoon of peanut butter, a teaspoon of honey, and I put the Shakeology boost because I need that. and then I just blend, and it's like Reese's Pieces.
That sounds amazing.
Really good.
Can I add something to that, Kristen?
Yes, go for it.
Just with the strawberry, I'm honestly only a fan of the chocolate, really. I drink that every day. I've tried them all, though, because my husband actually likes them all, which is really strange.
Really?
But the strawberry, I actually found a pretty good mix. So it's a cup of almond milk, a handful of blackberries, and a teaspoon of maple syrup, and it is incredible. And I tried the vanilla. It smelled great. It smelled like cake batter, and I thought I was going to throw up. I really didn't like it. But that one for strawberry recipe is amazing. I actually would drink that, but I like the chocolate too much. So should we try that one?
That sounds amazing. I want to try that. I mean, seriously, like, yeah, if you go to Team Beachbody's website, it's under one of the tabs. I'm trying to think which one. Probably Mills Nutrition, and it's under Shakeology. It just gives you tons of recipes for whatever flavor of Shakeology you want. But yeah. Any more questions?
Actually, Crystal.
Yeah.
Old friends of Nat here.
Hello.
I don't want to blush too much. My wife joined Beachbody, and she also started following Nat because of her hyperthyroid, and sort of got really intrigued by the story with JS that was happening. And also got me thinking as well. I started my journeys before Shakeology. At a point in my life where I just needed to change, lost 65 pounds, brought the blood pressure back down and stuff. She convinced me to join it as well. Nat convinced me. What she does for people is amazing.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to her since high school, to be honest with you. And what she does is just amazing. Myself, I've joined two now with Nat. I think I'm her first guy she's coaching other than JS.
Awesome.
Us guys as well, we also like to, do it for us, do it for the kids. Life and health is a lot. Melanie's going through a lot right now too, as with her father. Sorry, Mel, to bring this up. Battling diabetes. A couple months ago, amputated one leg. Last night they went through the other. Life, fitness, health means a lot. It has so much to do with who we are as people. Nat with JS, same thing. You know what? Seeing a person who's so strong and so dedicated to everything makes you wonder exactly what Shakeology, Beachbody brings to a person. I don't know what else to say. It's amazing what it does.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that story. And I know a lot of people personally that are going through like the whole diabetic process. Like my father-in-law is one of them, and I actually just bought him the 21-day fix and Shakeology. So he's going to be starting that soon too. And I'm just excited to be on that journey with them, and it's awesome that you guys have each other and that you are helping each other get back to good health, and just, I don't know what I would do if my husband wasn't always pushing me and motivating me to go get your workout in. You'll feel so much better, and so it's really awesome that you both are there for each other. And you can inspire, so many more of your family members and showing them too, like, this is what I'm doing and I feel amazing. And I know you guys feel amazing too. So thank you so much for sharing your story. That's very, very awesome.
I got one more if you guys want. The question that happened earlier about how expensive it is and stuff. If you look, compare Shakeology to any other product that you can buy at other supplement stores, really you're paying for protein, you're paying between $80 to $120. Does not include any vitamins and minerals that are added to Shakeology, which at that point, if you start adding that to your daily routine, can easily top $200, $250. Definitely Shakeology has mastered the way to make it in to basically just one meal I'm not the type of person that likes doing the whole shakes with the fruits and stuff. I like my drinks just with the water. To be honest, no difference between what I've bought in the past in stores compared to Shakeology. Really, it's just as good, and it makes it simpler. Less bottles kicking around the house. And
Yes, it's so true. And you know, when I first started drinking Shakeology, I just did simple water, you know, and I still do that when I'm like, oh crap, I gotta go, you know, I just grab it and run out the door, because sometimes you don't have time to make it all fancy and everything else. But yeah, it's so, so true. We do have one question from Chantel. Can you take Shakeology while breastfeeding? So this is some question that we get a lot. We always recommend you to ask your OB doctor what they think about it. But yes, a lot of Beachbody coaches and non-Beachbody coaches drink Shakeology while they are nursing, breastfeeding, while they're pregnant. They actually say that it helps make their milk more thick, with more nutrients, and it increases their milk. So, but we always recommend you to ask your OB. But I know if I ever were to get pregnant again, I would for sure drink it, because I know that, especially going through that time, I've gone through it 3 times, but especially going through it, your body's just feeling so tired already from not getting enough sleep. And you're giving your baby so much vitamins and nutrients from your body and from what you're eating, that I think Shakeology would really help supplement that a lot more and help you to feel a lot better. Does that answer your question? Good? Okay, any other questions before we end? Oh, okay, right here. Okay, I think that's all.
You're frozen. Oh, there you go.
Internet connection. My internet's bad. You would think I would live in the country or something, right?
You still on, actually.
I'm in the middle of a city, and I still have bad connection. Anyways. Okay, any other questions, comments? Any of you want to share your story, your journey? I love hearing this. This got me fired up, so. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Natasha, for sharing your story. And Erin, thank you so much for sharing your why. You guys inspire me every single day to go and help more people. And really, you guys, there are so many people out there that are struggling, and they're waiting for you to come and help them, and save them. You are basically a lifesaver, and you can inspire so many people to help them change their lives. Even if they say no to you, I guarantee you they will come back and say yes, because it's happened to me many times. I said no to my coach for a whole entire year before I decided to become a coach, and now I'm here, and it's been a huge blessing in my life and my family's life. So, yeah, I guess that's it. So thank you so much for taking this time out of your night and getting on this call. And we'll see you guys later.
Thank you.